Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm here to demonstrate how to clean out a bunny's cage and what's the most efficient way to not have to clean it as often. Most bunnies are able to litter box train, but finding the right litter box seems to be a problem for some people. We actually bought a litter box, a high-backed litter box for our bunnies, but they mostly use it for a bed now. So it was recommended to me that we buy the sheet pans from um, the dollar store or Walmart or wherever, and just fold them down like this so the bunnies can get in. And then they have the high back here in the back side so that you can so that they will not back up into the back of your cage and pee on the floor. So I've folded it down here and then folded it this way. You can fold it however you like, but I found out that if you fold it in this way, then the dirty litter tends to go into this part. You can't use it for as long. So I typically use these for about a week and just empty them every single day. And then just throw them away at the end of the week or whenever they seem to be dirty, and or whatever your commitment level is to actually like scrubbing them out. I typically just throw them away because I don't really want to scrub out the bunny pee from them every day, especially at $1 a piece. So what I've done is I use, so this is Timothy hay. Bunnies should be eating mostly Timothy hay for their main part of their diet, but we also use pellets. And I do not have an endorsement or anything with Oxbow, but I use Oxbow for my litter and my Timothy hay and my pellets. So I usually empty out the hay that's left over because the bunnies are a little bit picky and they like to eat fresh hay. So also please make sure that you close up that bag every time you use the Timothy hay. So what I'm going to demonstrate today is for how to clean the bunny cage properly. And it's super easy. I've had to do a lot of trial and error with this. And if you look, you can see this is the one I bought, the litter box I bought. But literally they just take all the hay and they nest in there, and that's where they like to just sleep. So what I do is, like once a week or so, I just empty it all out into this bag, which are like litter box bags that you can buy at PetSmart or wherever. And it really isn't like any bio waste or anything like that. It's mostly just hay and pellets that I put at the bottom. Like I said, they just really like to sleep in there and nest. So I clean that out. And I do tend to use a lot of baby wipes, like the clear, free, natural baby wipes for cleaning out this. I find that they're efficient. I mean, these are just, generic baby wipes. I find that they're efficient and not as expensive as some of the pet products that you find specifically for pets. As long as you're not buying anything with like perfumes or dyes, it seems to be fine. I do not claim to be an expert on this. I'm not a veterinarian, so please do your own research, but that's what I use. So I just cleaned that out. It just had a little bit of hay at the bottom, so I'm going to put in a new bag. Just like that. They literally fit right on the box. They're made for these litter boxes, which I bought at PetSmart, which I'm also not affiliated with. That's the pet store we have in our town. And I'm going to put a little bit of litter at the bottom of this. I use Oxbow litter. Not affiliated with Oxbow. I just like their litter. They're like small pellets. See? I don't know if you can see that. I've tried the other litters, the kind that are like straw, or not straw, but shavings, and they seem to just completely stick to my bunny's fur. I have 2 lion's head bunnies and they have long fur and everything sticks to it. So I just put this in here, and then I'll put like a little bit of hay that's left in the bottom of the cage here, just in there so that they know that that's their resting area. And they seem to like it. There's no pee or anything on it because they tend to just go in the other litter box. so there's that. That's clean. I'm going to set this to the side until we pull out the rest. So we use this bowl for feeding. They get pellets. I believe they get about a quarter cup of pellets each per day. But please ask your veterinarian what they recommend for the size of your bunny. I always just clean it out when I clean the cage, clean the bottom. Sometimes they miss the litter pan a little bit. And I put their food right next to the litter pan so that they don't, because bunnies tend to eat and go to the bathroom at the same time. So I try to get the food and the litter pan close as I can together. And our bunnies don't tend to go to the bathroom upstairs in their cage, so that's fine. I like that. All right, so here is my old, this is the old silver pan that I got at the dollar store. And I'm just going to dump this. Normally I dump this once a day and just kind of try and get all the pee spots out with a quick wet wipe. And then I can continue to do that for about, I don't know, 4 to 6 days. And then I just usually throw it away at the end. We have indoor, outdoor bunnies. So now I just kind of try and get everything like level in here so that I can pull out the bottom part of the cage. I use puppy pee pads because I had a puppy years ago and I keep moving them from house to house. And I was like, well, why don't I use these for the bunnies? So that's what I've been doing. And it's been working really well because all you do is you take this litter right here and you fold it into itself and you have less of a job of cleaning up in the end. So you just fold it into itself, roll it up, dump it in your garbage bag. Now, most of the time my bunnies do not pee off the back side, but now I see down there in the litter box that they have actually peed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the cage and just put down new puppy pee pads. And, you know, if they tend to go in a certain spot and you notice it, just cut up the puppy pee pads and put them, you know, underneath the wheels or wherever they're peeing, so that you can preserve your flooring. But they work really, really well. This pee pad I've had down here for probably 3 months. This is the first time that they've gone behind it in 3 months. So, so I'll do that later after I finish this demo. And then I just wipe this out because it's just, I mean, it's not a perfect thing, but it's pretty close to perfect. I mean, there's just a little spot of pee right here. You can't see. And then there's just like the leftover remnants of hay and things. So, I mean, it's really not bad. So I just wipe that out with a wipe. And then, like I said, later I will remove the cage and put new pee pads underneath. But for now, I'm just going to show you this part. And then you could just dump it like I just did into the into your garbage bag. So that's done. So now what I'm gonna do is replace, well, actually first I'm gonna take my broom. I have a little broom that I use with a dustpan and just kind of sweep out. The bunnies tend to have some areas where they have a little extra poop, and I think that's just because they back themselves into a corner and they just tend to go poop there. So, so I just brush out the outside and then I brush out the inside. You probably should and could do this before you clean the cage. I just forgot to do it earlier. So, and there's no pee in here. It's just, you know, remnants of, you know, them just living in here. So it's good enough for now. All right, so now you take your pee pads. I have some that are cut in half and some that aren't. And you just line, you take it like this, and you line your your insert like this. You put one on each side. One full pea pad on each side. And if your rabbit is using a litter box, you pretty much just have to do this once a week, which was so helpful for me because I have 3 kids, 2 cats, 2 bunnies, and 2 dogs, and I'm just a little busy. So, you know, cleaning a rabbit cage every day was hard, but now that I have this down to a system, it works really, really well. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a new litter box because I just threw that one away. So this is a new one that I just folded and I showed you earlier. And I always stick that right here because that's where they like to go to the bathroom. You want to stick it where, like if you watch your bunnies, you can see where in the cage that they're going to the bathroom. So this is kind of their spot where they like to go. And then I put this other one in over in the other corner, because if I put it like right in the middle, they don't typically get behind it and pee in the corner. So sometimes, because sometimes they like to just back into a corner, like I said earlier, and just go pee. But that's not good for litter box training. So, so here's their food bowl. And I'm just going to put that right here next to this litter box so that they can eat. And then they'll just go to the bathroom in their litter box. And again with the Oxbow Eco Straw, I'm out of that bag, so I'm going to open a new one. That's kind of where I keep my bunny supplies up here. Except I took out the scissors now, and I don't know where I put them. Here they are. And I just kind of scatter the litter around, like on top of the pee pads and in the litter box. And I don't put any upstairs because they have their blanket up there. They don't seem to go to the bathroom up there at all. So I don't really worry about that too much. I like their blanket. I tuck it in. And they seem to be fine just coming down here and eating and using the litter box. So then you just kind of spread it out and like that. The one thing you need to watch is just to make sure everybody's different. Make sure they're not eating the pee pads, because some bunnies chew more than others and it's not good for them if they eat the pee pads. So my bunnies don't do that. So be careful of that. Be mindful. Okay, so my bunnies are not a year old yet. So they still get the young rabbit food. This is it. And I give them, I mean, I do approximately a 1/4 cup per bunny once a day. And then they also eat fresh greens, which I found out they don't like carrots. They like the carrot tops, which you can get from most grocery stores for free if you ask the produce department. And also they love parsley, cilantro, really any herbs. My bunnies haven't really been into any fruits. I haven't really been able to get them to eat any fruits. They sometimes will eat strawberry tops, but it's not their favorite. They really like the greens. So, so I put that in there, and then I'm going to put their hay container right above this litter box, just in case. Like I said, though, they really never go in this litter box to the bathroom. So, that's fine. So I just put it there. And then I have this Western Timothy hay that I put in there. And they are, like I said earlier, quite picky because they will, you know, they don't like it when it's been out too long. So I don't put too much in there. And then I simply, after that, I have my little, make sure you close up the bag. I have my little brush and my scoop. And if I don't have time to vacuum, I just scoop all of the hay and different things into this pan and then come back and vacuum it later when I have more time. But it works pretty good to just do that, see? And then just put it in the garbage. But I will come back later and vacuum. This is already getting to be a long video. anyway, thanks for sticking with me. If you want to see the top, I basically just do this. I spread it out, and then I just, you know, push it back so it's like that. And they like that. They have a bed outside too that they sleep in, and it's like a more cushiony bed, warmer. So, and then the water bottles, just clean those as much as they need to be cleaned, and rinse them. And that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for your time.